Hi, my name's Marcel. I'm a qualified carpenter and I've had my own business for the last 7 years. And I'm going to show you how to fix some common problems around your home. I'm going to put together a basic hand tool kit that will help you fix general problems around your home. A hammer, a screwdriver set, measuring tape, shifter, pliers, Stanley knife, handsaw, stud finder and a caulking gun. Start off with the basics. There are certain tools that you will need for most handyman jobs around the house. Once you have your basic toolkit together, you can gradually start to expand your collection as new projects pop up around your home. Always seek advice from the experts at your local hardware store to make sure you get tools that will last you for a lifetime. When it comes to selecting your tools, always go for quality over price. And what I always recommend you do is use safety gear, such as glasses, gloves and earmuffs, and a toolbox to keep them all in. And the more you practice, the better you'll get and the more confidence it'll give you as well. So good luck with any projects you have in the future, and I hope I've been helpful. A cordless drill is one of the most useful tools for doing work around the home. I use mine most days at work, so I always make sure the batteries are kept charged. A cordless drill allows you to drill holes in almost any material, from timber to metal to plaster. It's so versatile. I use a 3mm drill bit the most, but if you have the money, buy a set of drill bits that will give you a 1mm to 13mm size and give you more options for the work you do. And the more you practice, the better you'll get and the more confidence it'll give you as well. So good luck with any projects you have in the future, and I hope I've been helpful. Today I'm going to show you how to fit some shelving in this pool room. And most likely people are going to be leaning on these shelves or putting drinks on them, so they need to be fitted in a strong manner. And that means fitting the shelves to studs. And to find studs, we need a stud finder. There's always a stud in the corner of each wall, so now we need to find the next one. So place the stud finder on the wall and press. And then drag it across. There you go, we've found our stud. So now we need to mark it with a pencil. So we've taken all of our measurements and now we just need to cut the wood to size. So we've cut our timber to size, we've marked our studs on the walls, and all we need to do is fit the supporting timber. In this particular room, we have a nicely painted feature wall, so we need to make sure that our measurements are millimetre perfect. To double check those measurements, we can use a spirit level. The golden rule with any type of carpentry work is to measure twice and to cut once. The last thing you want is to drill holes in the wrong place. It's really important to take the extra time preparing before you start hammering. So we've put our supporting timbers in place. Now all we have to do is fit the top. All of our wood is cut to size, so fitting the tabletop to the supporting brackets should simply be a matter of sliding it into place. We then drill 4 screws through the top of the table to secure it in place. With the wall supports and the top anchored together, it will be able to sustain far more weight than if we were to have used smaller reinforced brackets. So we've fitted our first shelf, but the design brief called for a second floating shelf in the corner of this room. So we've pre-cut our timber and pre-painted it, and now all I have to do is fit it. Never assume that all walls are perfectly equal. Here we are going to repeat the steps we used to install the first tabletop, but we have to start from scratch. We measure, then measure again. We locate the studs using our stud finder, we mark out exactly where we will need to drill, and then double check to make sure everything is level. Once we have our measurements right, we can mark the wall and give ourselves a visual guide. Only after we have measured everything twice can we pick up our drill and safely start erecting the second tabletop. You will find that the installation is actually the quickest part of any carpentry job. It's the preparation that is the time-consuming process. But the more time you spend preparing, the less time you will have to spend repairing. Simple but so important. And now that both shelves are in place, we're going to add a finishing touch. And to do that, I'll be using some PVA glue and some small nails, which are sometimes called brads. We have decided to attach a small rail to the outside of the tabletop. It will be positioned so that it forms a small lip at the edge of the table to prevent things being easily knocked off. The glue will add an extra layer of adhesive before we use very fine nails to fasten it in place. We started this project with a limited budget, and for that reason we used craftwood and pine, which are more economical alternatives. We pre-painted the timber, fitted it to the walls, and now we have two beautiful shelves to complement this fabulous room.